Ah, the flowers are budding and spring has sprung. And that means it's time for, what else? A quiz. Last year, if you asked what would be the hottest movie, The Hunger Games would have taken the prize. And this year, if you ask what's the trendiest springtime color, we do know this one.
Yeah.
The answer is emerald green. So let's try to guess some of the other trends for spring 2013. Here to help us out, and we're going to need a lot of it, is Us Magazine editor, entertainment director, and quizmaster deluxe Ian Drew. It's so nice to see you, Ian.
We're going to try our best here.
We're going to try our best. Category numero uno is movies.
Yes, I'm going to go with movies first, and let's stump you on that. And this movie is coming out very soon, so watch out. What do you guys think? Now remember, just got to give you a clue. The Hunger Games was huge last year. What do you think will be the big movie at the box office this year?
I'm going with Oz purely because it's the one I've heard about.
Okay.
I would have gone with the same thing.
It's actually another fantasy movie, but not Oz. Oz is already out. It was out a little bit before spring.
I've seen it. No.
To be honest with you. But it's called The Host, and it's written actually by Stephenie Meyer, who did Twilight.
Okay, Twilight.
And this movie, if you thought any of these other fantasy movies are confusing, this one's a little confusing. But in a nutshell, there's a love rectangle going on. These aliens and
Like
bodies. Yes. And this one woman is infested with an alien, and they each have crushes on different guys and battle it out.
I've
and Diane
been
Kruger
there.
plays an excellent villain in this one. So that's going to be out next week.
The Host.
Yes.
It sounds a little bewildering.
Yes. So let's move on to TV, I guess.
I'm going to guess it's something on CBS that's #1 for the spring.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with that too. I'm smart. I like my job.
We know where we are. But what do you seriously think is going to dominate this spring in terms of the TV airwaves?
I'm going to guess something reality television.
Usually that's it. Anything?
I would go with the same. I mean, do we have another? Where's American Idol these days? I mean, I'm terrible at this.
American Idol's doing very
What about
well.
Splash?
But Splash, exactly. But actually, if you've been watching the last few years, cable has really come up.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
And
Game
right
of Thrones.
now,
There it
if
is.
you've lived in New York, Game of Thrones has been everywhere. Now, if you thought the Host plot was confusing, Game of Thrones is even more confusing. There's thousands of characters. It's based on a series of 7 books.
Yeah.
There's warlocks. There's monsters. There's zombies. There's wizards. I mean, I can't even keep up.
Is it going to be bigger than Mad Men?
Now, I'm waiting for Mad Men. That's my show.
It is actually proven this is bigger than Mad Men. It's on its third
Really?
series. Yeah.
But not-
So
I'm looking forward
this is
to
for
Veep.
all the sci-fi geeks
but
out
not more
there.
meaningful
Yeah.
than Mad Men.
Pop album.
Okay, big year for music, and this one is going to stump you. This guy.
I was going to say Justin Timberlake, but that's out and
Yeah,
Oh,
he-
right.
He
Sold-
missed the spring deadline by
I
a
know.
few days.
sold
Yeah.
900,000 albums.
Pop
this week, though.
album stumper. I'm going to guess it's young. Somebody young is coming out with a pop album.
He's youngish.
And by youngish, you mean 13. Just
No, by youngish, I mean he's a dad. He's expecting a baby. It's Michael
Oh.
Bublé.
Oh,
Now, Michael
really?
Bublé is one of those quiet storms of music. He just kind of comes up, and then he has the #1 album for months at a time because he appeals to so many demographics, particularly an older demographic who tends to still buy albums. This time, he's doing his usual thing. He's kind of keeping classical standard pop music alive, and he's doing a few originals, 4 originals, a lot of covers, including one with Reese Witherspoon. He's doing the Frank Sinatra classic
That's an
Something
interesting
Stupid.
pairing.
Yeah.
Youngish, I'm sure.
What
you
about
like
a
that.
book?
and that's
Is there
coming
a
out
big
in
book
April.
for spring?
Yes, there is. Let's
The book
go
for
there.
spring.
What will be on your Kindles or Nook?
1984.
I have too many books to read for
Still.
work, so I don't even know what's happening. But,
Yeah.
So what's the book? for the-
1984 is ancient history.
Yeah.
This is actually Dan Brown's newest.
okay.
Now remember, the
I
Da
didn't even know
Vinci
this was
Code.
happening.
The Da Vinci Code came out 10 years ago. It sold 10 million copies. Now this is back, and he's diving into Dante's Inferno with the same Robert Langdon character that he's had for several books now. His last book in 2009 sold 5 million, so you can expect this to be a
Quickly,
bestseller.
hottest travel destination.
Okay.
Well, I don't even have a guess. I'm going to say Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, actually, I've been there.
I'm doubling
I don't
down on
mind that.
Omaha.
I'm not mad at that.
I want to go to Venice, but I don't know whether that's a hot travel destination.
California or no?
well, either, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Thailand, actually.
Thailand.
Everyone I know is going to Thailand.
Really?
It's in Asia. It's next to Cambodia. Everyone loves it. Lush beaches. You got culture. You got amazing food. Like everyone I know, that's where they're going this season.
Well, maybe we'll see them
Well,
there.
I failed this
Ian
quiz
Drew,
miserably.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll
What
meet
does
you
the
there.
scoreboard look like? I'm curious.
It's blank.
Whoa.
How embarrassing.
Hey, Thailand.
For some reason, I did get a check mark on travel.
You win. Congratulations. I think the teacher liked you better.
Thanks, Ian.
I think that says something about you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.